Hey guy, this is a list of all the problems I've had and what I did to fix them. So I have had, let's start at the pitman arm. I've had problems with the pitman arm rotating this way around this output shaft here instead of how it's supposed to. That would kick it out. I've had problems with this tie rod end. Well, actually, I've had problems with the whole drag link here. I used an aftermarket one that didn't come with a sleeve, so I used an OEM sleeve. The problem was the sleeve was too big for the shaft itself, so it wouldn't close enough, and this just kind of rotated and did whatever the hell it wanted to. I'm on 4.5 inches of lift, and I had a stock track bar that would actually, down here, pull the axle that way. And it was all bound up, and anytime I hit a bump, the axle would shove back over. That was weird. And then come back. I've had that problem. The one I just did was this tie rod was absolutely messed up. And also sliding back and forth in this hole here. So I just kind of drilled that out a little bit to round it again, and then cranked the shit out of that. And then obviously that tie rod is new as well. Another problem I have had is the bushings back there for the lower control arms have been bad, and they turn like this whenever they're bad, so that could be it as well. As well as if you don't have long enough upper control arms, your axle will have been rotated back, and anytime you hit a bump, it'll come forward a little bit because it's being shoved up where it's supposed to be, so the axle will rotate forward, which rotates this, which kicks that. These are all problems I have had. I'm still expecting more in the future. All of those cause death wobble for me at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. And what I did to fix it, went back to OEM drag link, got a longer track bar, as well as I drilled and plated here. You can see my shitty welds here, but I took 3/18 steel, drilled it, and there's one here and one on the back side as well, with a bigger bolt hole and a bigger bolt to hold that, and then adjustable for if I ever want to go taller as well. And then I got a drop pitman arm from Rubicon Express. And then also another thing to check, I don't know what mods you have, but mine's not, but your drag link and your track bar are supposed to be parallel to each other. I think it's this line and this line. They need to be parallel, but you can see I'm not parallel with really any of my stuff. But anyway, those are all problems I have had. But again, I'm on 4.5 inches of lift and you're on 3. So I would go through and check all of those things. Have someone else turning your steering wheel back and forth so you can watch all of this until you see any movement, and have the vehicle off while you're doing it. Like the key on so you can turn the wheel, but off so that you can see things, the power steering isn't taking over. Good luck.